Hello guys and girls, welcome to Canadian Immigration Channel. Despite the fact that we have multiple videos on different provincial nominee programs, on different federal programs, we've explained multiple times how this program works, what are the twitches, pros and cons of each one of them. I was quite unaware of the fact that there are certain viewers and listeners who still do not know the basics and do not understand the foundation of professional immigration to Canada, which is called nowadays express entry. There is still a mix between federal immigration programs and express entry electronic system. There are lots and lots of applicants, based on my experience, who still do not understand the difference between federal skilled worker points and express entry selection points, and so on and so on. So this video is, if you will call it, a foundation of the knowledge when it comes down to understanding professional immigration to Canada. And in this video I'm giving you the basics. I know many of you are aware of those, how express entry system works, what it is in a nutshell, and how to understand it carefully. So first and foremost, express entry itself was introduced with quite an ambitious aim, if you will, to allow officers to select best of the best immigrants who are looking to immigrate to Canada. This ambitious goal was set and about to be achieved by an introduction of an electronic system, which you may assume was called express entry system. And all this system does is allows officers to grade applicants based on so-called human capital, which in other words transforms into the numerical score given to you for certain factors such as your age, education, work experience, language abilities, combinational factors, factors given to you for your close relatives in Canada, for second language, and so on and so on. To visualize all this, imagine for a second an airport building which has several entrances in it, and in order to enter this airport building you have to comply with the requirements set by every single door or entrance. So in other words, one of the doors may require you to meet the certain threshold in points, in other words score 67 points of federal skilled worker program points given to you for the same factors as age, education, work experience, and so on. Another door may require you to have a trade certificate confirmed in Canada. Another door may allow you to enter provided that you worked in Canada for at least 1 year, and so on and so on. There are combinational factors, but despite the fact which door you enter this airport, you still end up in the same building full of people. This mass of human beings is called a pool of prospective applicants, of candidates. And if the system of express entry works as it's meant to be, every 2 to 3 weeks, federal government of Canada is selecting 2,000 to 3,000 people, sometimes 3,000 to 4,000 people with the highest human capital score, and invites these people to proceed forward on the plane, or on the virtual plane, if you will. It is called invitation to apply. That is the stage where you're supposed to provide all the documents which confirm everything you said about yourself in the beginning at the entrance door, about your age, about your education, work experience, and so on and so on. Should be clear enough. Now, there are lots of twitches which make people quite confused, and one of those might be the fact that from time to time government makes invitations for a particular group of people, those who entered the second, the third door, and so on. Invitations limited specifically to Canadian Experience Class program. Invitations made specifically to trades program, the one which we saw quite a few weeks ago, if you will. Those invitations are meant to select certain groups of people who otherwise will not stand a chance competing against others. But in a nutshell, express entry system is that pool of applicants standing in the airport, each one has a numerical value which is set to you or given to you for your human capital, and based on this number you're able to immigrate. Good thing is that while being inside the airport, this number could change. It could go down, it could go up. Down for your age, you're getting older; up because you have just retaken the language exam, because you've just received an invitation from a province, and so on and so on. When it comes down to increasing your chances and increasing of probability of being selected, well, watch our next videos or previous videos about provincial nominee programs and how they work. On this stage, I believe you should be able to at least basically understand what express entry is and how it works. And if you're looking to continue this conversation face to face, feel free to drop us a line, ask your questions. We'll be glad to help you out. Stay tuned with us, and of course, subscribe for the channel.